G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Wanted to say a very big first hello to Chandri, to Cherry and John. Hello Chrissy and Chandri and everyone. I hope you are all well. Yes, thank you, and I hope you are all well. I hope you are well too, John. Nice to see you in the chat. Sit back. I hope you got a cup of tea ready. I know it's late in the UK, so all right, and Europe for that matter. I know Chandra, it must be like about, I always forget, like it must be like 12 o'clock, close to 1 or something in the morning. Anyway, okay, I am back to my Surreal portrait because it's something that I've got to finish. It's part of a big project. And I've just put it aside because I've been playing with things a lot, and it's good to play. Okay, it's good to play with all kinds of mediums, and I have been doing a lot of art this week. Robin, hello, nice to see you as well. Hi Chrissy, I'm working on the group piece. Yes, good girl. Need to get that one moving, okay? Wonderful. And I know it's been difficult for you. Paula, hello, nice to see you. Nuria, hello. Okay, let's get to it. Let's rock and roll, okay? All right, so just a recap on this. This is 30 by 40 centimeters. Oh, for those with metric, what is it? Oh, gosh. Let me see. I know, hang on. 6. Okay, 12 inches. I think it's by 16 inches. 12, yeah, oh, about there. Yeah. 12 by 16 inches for the imperial, but for metric, 30 by 40 centimeters on Pastelmat. This one is dark green, and I have been working with the just blocking for a while. So I thought, dear Chrissy, I'm having a bottle of bud. Okay, is that ale? Is that ale? Well, cheers if it is. And cheers if it is a cup of tea as well. Okay, alright. So, now the only one that I have not tackled yet or blocked in is my wolf. As you can see, she's got antlers. She is an earth queen. And I have done this not this one, but I have done this particular character about 2 or 3 times, and still I'm not quite happy. So this is hopefully the 3rd time lucky. So I'll just get with it. Just oh my gosh, I've got so much to tell you. Hang on, let me just get a bit of Glassine. So I'm just going to cover this up. I'm going to put because I want to put some pastels down, and of course the color that I will be using would be, to start off with anyway, but I need to warm it up. Now this is Raw Umber Extra Dark. See, look, there it is there. I have used up, I want to get everything before I chuck this out. See, look, I've gone through, I've got these here. As you can see, it's a well-used colour, but it's really good for some of the things that, or the themes that I've been working on with pastels. See, look, there's the raw umber. Where is it here? Oh, it's probably somewhere hiding underneath one of these things. Anyway, but there you go. Alright, well, let's use that one up first, seeing as that looks like it's on its way out. I am going to block in this one. Now, I know this has taken a while. Abigail, hello. Oh, okay, and I need one to lean on. Oh, let me just record. I always forget that bit, and I get into it, and when I go to do my short videos, I go, oh, I just, I've missed that bit, so I don't want to miss that bit. All right. Well, I'll tell you what's been happening with me this week. I have had, as you know, I have a day job, and I took off a week specifically to paint and try to finish work, try to play with things, try, and because I never get, no, I can't say that, not that I never get, but I'm always stealing half an hour here, 15 minutes there, because I do also have Patreon, of which I have not put on, let me see. Hang on a sec. Oh, it's on, but I don't know. Sorry, I was just looking at my settings. Something's not there. So, what I was doing, I was live streaming on my Patreon channel every day this week. Every morning for minimum 2 hours, I think maximum 3 hours, 3.5. And Cherry was on there for most of the time, so watching me work. And so I have been painting. Now what I've been doing, I've been playing with gouache. Now I did I'm not going to call it a masterpiece. It was something that I was just playing with. And the one thing that I learnt with gouache, I've always known it, but when you don't use it all the time, you start to, anyway. I had to wait for things to dry. I'm naturally an impatient person, so I guess this is probably why painting with pastels comes more easily, because I don't have to wait for it to dry. So and I think that's why pastels come so easily. But I'm loving gouache so much. And watercolor, I was playing with watercolor. I was playing with oils this week. The lady behind me, I don't know if you can, oh no, you can't see her. Oh, I don't know, maybe, hang on. No, I've got to move my chair. There we go. So I've been playing with her this week. So I've done oils, I've done gouache, I've done watercolor. I wasn't doing pastel because, well, I do pastel all the time. So I was playing with that. And I was having a fantastic time. And of course in the afternoon I was, I had a bit of lunch, took the dogs for a walk when it wasn't raining. It's always bloody raining here at the moment. Oh, I'm sick of it. Just raining. Yeah. I mean, if it rained in the right areas or not in the right areas, in the areas that need it, like in the country and stuff like that, that would be a different story. But I'm trying to dry my clothes. I do have a clothes dryer, but I try not to if I can avoid it. Anyway, so I did walk the dogs, and then came home and did a lot of computer work, trying to upload. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I'm preparing some videos, short videos that I've done projects on that you've only just seen photos of, but you haven't seen small processes. And of course some of these have been on Patreon, so you'll only get little snippets of sections. But if you wanted to see how a lot of those projects are being done, head on over, become a patron, and you can see all of that done in real time. So, and the description of where to find me is, the details are in the description box below. So if you wanted to become a patron, so I do that as well. So I was doing a lot of art, which I just love so much. So, okay, here we go. Okay, dear Chrissy, says John, where do you find the time to have another job? Oh, look, you know, it's called, John, it's called passion. Passion for art, honestly. Oh, that's a good little saying, passion for art. But that's truly, that's what it is, passion for art. And you know, you'll say, oh, you know, where do you get the time to do that? Oh, look, I don't know, because I do live stream Monday nights and Tuesday nights my time, for Patreon, for people that are on Patreon. So for about, let me see, for about 12 hours a month, I would say, approximately. Would you say, Cherry and Nuria, because you're patrons? 12 hours a month. Yeah, about 12 hours a month for $8 American. Okay. I'm not quite sure what it is in the euro, and I'm not quite sure. And for those who are in Australia, that would be about 11 Australian dollars a month. But for US, because that's what the platform is, it's $8 a month, and you get 12 hours of 12 hours of tutorials and 12 hours, or of time with Patreon with me. And just to let you know, this week they weren't tutorials, they were all working streams. So yeah, you know, and yeah, but I did sort of tell you what I was sort of up to and doing. Oh my gosh, this wolf, his legs and tail, it looks like a gobbledygook mess in there on my reference. So I just have to be very careful on how I do that. Gosh. So this is dark. This is his tail in the middle. Tail between the legs. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, love all your streams. Oh, thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, you've done a lot of work. Oh, and today I'm actually going to post some more inspirations. On Share Your Art with Xrissart is a Facebook group where we share our profiles, where we share, it's a Facebook page where we share our, our conversations. And we also continue the conversation from the live stream when we talk about our projects, and we can actually show each other what we're talking about on the live stream. If you have a profile, if you have a video that you think that the group is interested in, by all means share it. It doesn't have to be mine, it could be something really interesting for the group. So again, the link is in the description box below if you're interested. I was going somewhere with this. Oh yes, and every month, well, I missed out one month, but this month today I'm going to put up a new we have an inspiration. What it is, sometimes when you're not quite sure, you want to do some art, but you're not quite sure what you want to do, and you want to do something a little bit different. Well, I post 3 images from royalty-free sites. It's usually from Pixabay, but if I find something in the other ones, I will let you know what they are, where they're from. Free to use, and you can do whatever you want with these images. You can, like when you're, it's just there for inspiration. You can do exactly how it is, or yeah, or you can pick an element out. So I try to do these every month if I can. So if you become a member, you're also welcome to, to participate in that if you like. Any medium, anything, any style, whatever tickles your fancy. Yeah. Let me see. Hi Lynn, hello. Hi everyone. Finally another live I can attend to. Beautiful. Nice to see you here. Beautiful. Let me see. Yeah, I rewatched your Affinity streams and managed to create something. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, I've got birds. It's raining cats and dogs. And I've got birds sitting on a fence. Oh. Like a butcher bird. Oh, seriously? I think it's thinking of coming inside. Oh gosh, that's all I need. I'm trying to get a bird out of here if it flies in. Okay, Lynn says, my granddaughter made Panpastel last week. Yes. Abigail says, yeah, I posted on FB over the factory who makes your favourite. Oh, lovely. That's for Lynn, yes. Okay. So, I was going to say something else, I forgot. Gosh, I know, it'll come to me, I'm sure. It'll come to me. Oh, wow, I forgot. Oh, well, never mind. Yes. I've got another thing to tell you. And I don't know if it's ever happened to you. Sometimes, like sometimes when I get inspired for a concept, it comes from various things. And I've got to tell you this story because it happened to me this morning as I woke up. I get, okay, so sometimes when I get inspired to do a project, sometimes it could be from having a look at some images. People's art inspires me, and so that's one way. Another way is I'll get a vision in my mind, and it's so fleetingly quick, but it's enough for me to catch it, and when I catch it, I try to write down the concept somewhere. Look, I could be shopping in a shopping center, I could be sitting, I could be at work sitting, I'm at the computer, and then all of a sudden the idea comes, and it is so quick and fleeting that I've got to either write it down or do stick figures. This is how quick, so I don't forget. So when I do that, it stays in my brain. But then there are times when I dream things. Okay, I will dream of things, and I will dream of a whole big story, like a whole big thing, right? Well, you know what happened? I dreamt of two, and there was one sitting in the wings ready to reveal itself. I just saw a character of something, a character of a potential dream. And when you dream, as you're waking up, you're remembering a dream, but then as soon as you've woken up, you're trying to hang on to it and you've forgotten it. You're trying to bring it back and you can't. You want to get back into the dream. Well, that's what happened to me, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm going, God, can you please give me those ideas again? That's what I said, honestly. please, can I, because they were awesome, they were all fantasy. The only thing I remember was webbed hands. It was an underwater creatures. They were human, but they were like I think it was mermen, but that was as far as I got. But it was a whole thing going on. Well, do you think I can remember it? No. But what I think will happen is that something will happen, I will see something, and hopefully it will trigger. So my question to you is, right, where and how, what inspires you? How, and I know we've had conversations in the past before about this. What inspires you? How do you get inspired? How do you get an idea? How, and you know, and me, I'll look at a reference and I go, oh, wouldn't that wolf look good with that? You know what I mean? Like something then comes, but it's just an image that triggers something, right? So how do you get inspired is my question. So these are the things that are happening in my, and I woke up this morning and I said to my husband, oh, this drives me nuts. I dreamt of this, and how am I going to get it back? I want to get it back, but I can't. So yes, so sadly I've got to wait until something reveals itself. So yes, this is what I wanted to say also. I'll go back. I'm changing subjects because I'm just reading the comment again with Cherry saying, I rewatched your affinity streams and managed to create something. On my Patreon channel, apart from art, I show you if I was asked, how do I put concepts together? Do you know what I mean? Like I'll pull that wolf from there. I will pull those antlers from there. I will pull, in this image how it is, I will pull that background from there. And then I will make a story of it. And what I use Affinity. I used to use Photoshop. And I know that a lot of you who have use Procreate, yes, I know that, and I believe that that's free, I think. But I don't have an Apple device. And I can use Affinity on my PC, but you can use Affinity on your Apple device as well. Now it is a paid subscription, but you pay once. You don't pay every month like Photoshop. You pay once, and they'll do maybe, and you'll get free updates during the course of that version. The only thing is that when they decide to bring out a new version, but when I say a new version, I'm talking about 2-3 years down the track, then you can then pay for that. But in that time, I'm not paying a subscription, you know? Anyway, so Affinity is my choice of putting images together. I used to have Photoshop. I don't have it anymore. I think the only thing I've got is Lightroom, and I probably don't even need that because Affinity would help me with that as well. So on Patreon, I did a few exercises on how I put concepts together. So Cherry was just saying, and what I've done also, I had done a like a bit of a cheat sheet, although there are books for you know, from Affinity, but I just did, you know, like a few easy steps. Go to here, do that, go to there, do this. This is what this means. You know, this little icon and stuff like that. So we did that. Excuse me. So we did that, and it's sometimes Affinity is, now I'm not sponsored, I'm talking about it, I know, but I'm not sponsored at all. It is what it is what, and I'm sharing how I put my stuff together. Yeah, so so this is something that and you know, if you're a person that is not really computer savvy, they're really simple. Like the images that you have, like the little icons that you have, they're coloured, and you know, I mean, they're coloured and it's easy to identify very quickly what it is. Yeah, so this is what Cherry was doing. So I'm so happy for you that you did that. That's so cool. That's so cool. Lynn says, yeah, I make strokes sometimes and something shows up, or a dream, like you say. Yes, there you go. Nanette, hello, I've missed you. Oh my gosh, lately I've been having dreams about being in a taxi. Not too inspirational. Welcome, Nan. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Yeah, I always wake up before I can tell if the driver is What a waste of time. Oh, you're so funny. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. What is Abigail saying? So as long as you don't have to pay at the end of the dream, otherwise it could be expensive. Oh, hello, Neurotic Nation. Hello, hello. Okay, what are the benefits and drawbacks of using pastel on a flat surface versus a vertical surface? Benefits of using it on a flat surface than a vertical surface. Now, do you mean the way I'm painting flat, or the way a lot of pastel artists will paint upright on an easel or upright? Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good question. Okay. For me, for the purposes of filming, because I've got a camera on my left hand side grabbing on an angle, and I've done it more for interest, and then I've got a camera, as you know, coming down viewing my image this way. For me, the way my computer setup is, because then I've also got another camera which is looking at me, so you can identify with me, you can engage with me, yeah, and you know, see my expression, see my face, all of that, because I think that's really important when we're having a chat. Hello, look into my eyes. So what I've done is I've become very used to painting this way for that reason. But I have painted upright as well, and I have situated the camera, but it was always very difficult. Very difficult when I'm live streaming. Not so much when I'm not. When I'm not live streaming, you know, I could put the camera, say, on my desk, and you know, have all of my paints and pastels and whatever it is that I'm using medium, and then my painting on, you know, on the easel, so that now I've got a camera looking at this way, and that's all I've got, you know, because all you care, well, if I'm filming, that's all you care, or all I care is, you know, that you can see that. So I have done that. So they're the advantages and disadvantages. Now, when you're saying, okay, well, I'm using soft pastel, and you know, the build-up of pastel on your surface, yes, I do have that, and there is a build-up of pastel, but I have a vacuum cleaner, which is all the way down here. I have a vacuum cleaner which has got a HEPA filter, so if I've got a build-up of pastel, I just use my vacuum cleaner. You know, so that's I've answered it in a very long way. So the drawbacks of using pastel on a flat surface versus a vertical surface. So that's how I paint. If you're also painting vertical, say with soft pastels, you what happens, and sometimes it's not really a big thing. If you're working with soft pastels, the powder starts to fall down the your surface where you may not want that colour to be. So there is that. Yeah. Yeah. John says, Chrissy, I've been there before. My fantasy artist is yourself and Boris Vallejo. Hopefully I've said this right. If Nuria is in there, I'm sure Vallejo must be Spanish because it sounds it. Or maybe Swedish, I don't know. But it's just the way, Vallejo, if I'm saying it correctly. And I've used images from one picture, added and them into another picture. Oh, okay, so you've been inspired. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully when I go to sleep tonight, I'll dream again of those three. I've asked God to do, honestly, I've asked God to tell me, please tell me, because it's because of him I do all of these things. He's the one that gives me that the inspiration. All right. Truth be told, Cherry says, I never remember my dreams if I have any. Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, look, I don't know, everyone is different. I'm actually quite spiritual, if I can say. I'm not going to go into it too much, but yes, I'm quite spiritual and very intuitive to that. So I suppose, you know, I do have that insight. So that's maybe part of it. I don't know. Now, can I tell you, working with the green in the background for this project has been a very good selection on both counts. One, because of the portrait, because when I'm doing the portrait, these are two contrasting colors. So she's going to pop. Okay, she's going to pop. And if we have a look, and I always have this beside me. Truly, I have this beside me. So, for example, if we're looking at green, like the opposite of green is the red, but look at this, yellow, green, red, orange, and it's all in the browns, right? So opposites attract, or it gives it a bit of interest. Yeah, so I've always got this because when I it helps me talk about color, because sometimes it's in the brain but the words aren't coming out the way I want them to, and my color wheel always helps me say the words. I've got too many words to say, and sorry, my brain is working too quick, and the words aren't coming out quick enough. So that's a funny thing. Okay, Chris, yeah, you might start having memorable taxi dreams now, says Nen. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Let me go back. And then it says, yeah, I recently learnt that taxi is the same in 31 languages. Yeah, like in Greek, it's taxi. I don't know what it is in French. In Spanish, we've got Spanish friends. So what is, and we've got from the Netherlands. So what is it? I'm not sure. That's interesting. Apparently this had a big impact on me, hence the taxi dreams. I hope I don't have the same dream 31 times. funny lady. You're a funny lady, Nanette. You're a funny lady. Okay, Nuria says, yeah, it's a strong sound to pronounce, Chrissy. Oh, wow. Vallejo, Vallejo. Yes, it is. The A and the O, the Y. Can I just tell you, that's my next door neighbour sneezing. I'm that close. Gosh. Well, not really that close. She's too loud. Gosh. All right. That was funny, that. Okay, in taxi, it's taxi in Russian. There you go. What about, in French, it's taxi. All right, there you go. In Dutch, it's taxi. Yes. There you go. Oh, that's so funny. Who else have we got in here that speaks another language? Or knows it in another language, if anything. Okay. I'm going to leave this fellow and I'm going to start moving into the leaves. So I just wanted to put something down for him. You know, he was probably being left out. Okay. Yes, I'm still here with her and nothing really has happened too much. Okay, so I'm going to start doing some of the leaves around here. I'd like to, you know, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so her hair is here. I need another, maybe here. That's what I'll do. Yep. And what I have here underneath, I have a magnetic whiteboard for all of those who are curious, and I've got my little magnets. This is perfect. Perfect. I love this so much. Actually, what I'm going to do, the only thing is it's white. So what sometimes I like the black, and it's really nice for filming. So maybe I should do that. All right. So here now, I've got a brush, a hacked up oil painting brush, which I want to start with okay, the Y in Vallejo is pronounced like a H. It's Spanish. Okay, Vallejo? Vallejo. I think I did it right then. Yeah? Okay. There you go. So John, you've started something. We've I'm gonna have to look him up too. I don't know this fellow. Oh, I've got to write it down. Got to write it down. Hang on. Oh. Vallejo. Okay. Now I won't forget it. You know how, yeah, and this is how I remember things, by the way. Now I won't need to look at that again, to be honest. Which is really weird. That's my weird brain. Vallejo. Oh, Vallejo. Yes. Oh, Vallejo? Not Vallejo. Vallejo. Ah. Okay. See, I was saying it wrong already. More correct. Vallejo. Okay. Oh. Vallejo. Oh, you don't even pronounce the L. Vallejo. Oh, did I say it right this time? Like you. Okay. I love those greens. I call them pond scum green. Yes, they are, Nan. and especially the, I get some lovely yes, no, I get some lovely highlights with those greens. Yep. So I'll just keep on building there. Yep. Okay, so what about, okay. Oh yeah, don't worry, John says, you don't, before you know it, you will be on the phone. Can you help me with this and that? That's what mine did. And, oh, okay, sorry. Okay, now Chrissy, French youth are using many English words now, says Lynn. Okay, right. More correct, okay. Or h, like as in hot. I was told y. Wow. Well, now in this image there's a lot of leaves and they're all sort of going like this. So let's see if I can capture that. It's always, yeah, it's always hit and miss, you know. I get my misses and I get my hits, so sometimes I have a picture of it in my head of how it's going to look and it doesn't turn out that way. It turns out another way. Yeah. Okay, I chill, I'm down, etc. Oh, well, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been, oh, can I show you my crude, I think it's crude, my gouache. It's nothing really to brag about, okay? It's nothing really, but hang on. Well, this is my book. This is my book where I play with, okay? This is a Strathmore, which I think you guys have seen a few times. It is my Strathmore 400 watercolor book. It is soft cover. I love the size. I think it's really nice. And this is where I do swatching. I do... these are my watercolor plays. Okay, this is just playing watercolor. You know, these are just playing, right? And you know, portraits, right? With watercolor. That was one of my first. It goes back to 1921. I mean. 1921, no it doesn't, 2021, right? So yeah, it's me sort of playing. But this week I played with gouache. It's a bit, I don't know, but yeah, so, and I played with Schminke gouache, dated 13th of the 6th, 24. So that's what I was playing with. Now I'm going to ask you guys about tape, and I'll tell you what tape I used while I'm painting here. I used this tape, husky tape, I don't know, it's painter's tape, right? And it's sort of medium tack, right? So when I went on the outside of it, it didn't lift, okay? Now, I'm not going to say that it's acid-free. I have no idea if it's acid-free. But my question to you all is, if you've played with gouache, do you use tape? And then I'm going to ask you about washi tape. I've seen it so many times, and I know what it is. and a lot of the gouache artists use it. I've seen it on YouTube. And so what's that tape like? And do you use it? That's two. Because I've got it in my cart to get it, and I love all of the different designs. So yeah, that's my question. What do you do? Okay, Cherry says, yeah, we're getting some great Spanish lessons. Okay. Oh yeah, but in California we pronounce it with LS. Oh, all of this. Okay, John says, Chrissy, have you seen my artwork in Share Your Art with the Xrissart, the dragon and the hero with the sword? This is your older one, isn't it? Yes, I think I remember that one, yeah. Or did you just post it? If you've just posted it, I haven't seen today. If it's something else, but your older ones, yes, of course I have. Fantastic. Yeah. Lynn says, honestly, French language, yeah, don't know how long it will last here in Canada. Oh. Okay, is French taught in the Canadian schools? I hope it is. English schools, very basic. French words, French schools, yes, but many speak English now between courses or in the yard. Okay. Lots of different culture now. Okay. Hi, Robin. Hello. I don't think washi would work for pastels. Okay. All right. So I use all kinds. Here we go. Like I use this one. And this one I bought from one of my art stores. I really like this one. High stick adhesive tape. That is a bit too sticky. So I've got to be careful with that. And I usually I've got to be careful with that. These are more low tack, and I like this one, but sticky enough. And you know what? I actually bought this one the other day. It's painter's tape. So, and it says here, medium adhesion. So that's why I'm asking. Hang on. Take the ruddy thing, lift to open. Oh gosh, here we go. I can't even open it. It's so hard to open, but there's the green one. So that's my question to you. What do you use if you're using tape? I must buy crap washi tape as it only sticks to certain watercolor paper. Oh, okay. John says, yeah, it's one of my older ones. Yes, I know the one. I've got it in my head. I know the one. Yes, I do. Yes, I have. And it's cool. Oh, it's the same color. I need dark. Where's my dark green? There's my dark green. Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Not dark enough, it seems. I've got to mix it. I need to put black with that. Okay, Nan, you use washi on Pastelmat for pastel work and haven't had a problem. Oh, okay. All right. Now for those who are probably a bit particular with acid-free stuff, I suppose that would be an issue for you, but for me, I'm not too fussed, okay, so okay, here we go. Let me see, if Neurotic Nation is still in here, I've got to pick up this pastel, right? Because I put too much on here. very quickly. So that's how I do it. That's how I do it. I just needed to show you an example because we talked about it earlier in the earlier on. Yeah. Oh, that's better. See, using that black. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, Nan says, okay, what brand do you use? Oh, sorry, Robin says, what brand do you use? And Nan says, yeah, I don't know. I just use whatever has cats on it. Yeah. Well, that's it. You see, that's what I mean. And I've looked at it. Now, I'll tell you, I've looked at it on Temu, okay? On Temu. And there are so many pretty ones. So many pretty ones. So now you're going to say to me, Chrissy, why? You've got tape. Yes, I've got tape. Yes, I've got tape, but I want that. Okay, and for any of those who are just not bumping into me, are just dropping into my into the live stream and watching me use this brush, or if you just happen to bump in, yeah, or just sorry, I can't, no words. I'm having trouble with words. If you just happen to be viewing my viewing this particular video and you're wondering about this brush, it is a modified brush and one that I have used and use all the time. So yeah, I have Temu washi tape. It fell off the first. Oh, it fell off the first thing I tried. I shall do a test later for you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, sometimes I use washi with birds, but never the birds and cats together. Oh, yes, that is right. Heaven forbid. Yeah. Trying to find a green. There it is. That's the one that I want. Yes, I've picked a subject here which is going to take a long time. I'm sorry for that. It's just I like that leaf the way it does that. Okay, Abigail says, Chrissy, sometimes I find washi tape a distraction for my drawings. Okay, I'd rather have no pattern or a bright colour. I use heat gun to peel it off. Yes, I know. We've talked about this, haven't we? On my funny little abstract ones. Hey. Yes. Susan Jenkins of the Monet's Cafe channel mentioned you as a good source for learning pan pastel. Is that right? Oh, that's sweet of her. Oh, that's nice. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, must look her up. Hang on. Monet's Cafe. I think I know that one. Yes, I do. Oh, let me write this one down too. I'm pretty sure. Is she Australian? She Aussie? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Monet's Cafe. Monet, sorry. Monet Cafe. Cafe? No. What? What have I done? What have I said? No? Oh, no. Oh, she's not Australian. Not Aussie. She lives in the US. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I've been here for a while. I've been here for a very long time. Haven't I? And if you stumble on me, hopefully I don't annoy you with all my chit-chat. Well, it is a chat, isn't it? It is a chat. It is an art. She's American. I used to watch her before I discovered pans. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'll have a look. Yeah. Yeah, I will, you know, a comment like that takes me by surprise. The only reason why it takes me by surprise is because, I don't know, I just, you know, I see myself as this little channel that sort of is a bit inconspicuous sometimes. And that's why it took me by surprise, but maybe it shouldn't, I don't know. Love this color. If you're ever going to buy greens with Panpastels, you have to get the yellow green lot of colors. Reason being is because there they are there. And all of those greens that you see, even if if you can't afford and you're limited to resources, just get the pigment and get white and black, and then you can make it lighter or darker. But it's bright yellow green. There we go. That's the actual one. The pigment, that is. Yeah, it is one to get. Oh, now you're going to embarrass me. Oh, well, thank you. I love you too. I love you too. Because I'm Chrissy, that's right, goofy. Well, you know. Yeah, I think some people don't, I think in some instances, yeah, some people put something on. Yeah, not me, because I tell you what, how many times have I goofed up here? How many times? 50 million. It's always 50 million. And you guys are awesome for coming in every week. Honestly, awesome. Just awesome. You have no idea how much I appreciate your company. I can't express it. The words just don't come out. I'm so grateful that you guys are around and that I'm able to engage with you all. Yes. Okay, so Rob says, Susan, Robin says, yeah, one of the girls at the Art Society loses her brain when we use bright coloured tape. She thinks it throws off her colour choice. Is that right? Really? Oh. Well, maybe she should tell her about the magnet situation. There's no tape there, so tell her about that one. Yep. Okay, Susan Jenkins was my first Patreon. I love it that she's $5 a month. I think she lives in Florida. Very communicative. Very good. Oh, very nice. Susan Jenkins. Lovely chats. Okay. Okay. Are you able to zoom in a bit? Yes, of course. I think that's it there. We got it. There we go. Chrissy says, Robin, sorry. Yep. Chrissy says, oh, sorry, John says, Chrissy, yeah, I was working when I found you and now I'm retired. That tells you how long I've been here, doesn't it? Yes. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Very, very nice. That should be dark. Got to get in there with a small itty bitty brush. Okay. Yeah, Chrissy, you are one of the first I found on YouTube for Panpastels years ago. Wow. Wow. You know what? When I first started using Panpastels, now I'm going back, I don't know, it could be now 10 years now. More than 10, it'd be more than 10 years. I don't know. I've lost track now, but I've been using pans, and when I discovered them, there were hardly any videos on it. The only videos that I could find was by a fellow called Johannes something. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his surname. Johannes and Panpastel themselves. So I thought, oh, okay. So I'll have a go and see what I can do with them, right? And that's when I started playing. And then slowly, there were more people using them and discovering them and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been around for a long time with these, but and developed the brush, the bristle brush technique. It's been years now, and been quite successful for people that have watched the channel and have gone off and done their thing, which is something that I love. I love to share, and I love to discover, and I love to tell you about it and see what you can come up with. Why not? Hey? Okay, so that was better that I did that. Look, so forgiving too, pans. Thank you, Lynn. Very nice of you to say all of those nice words. Chrissy, have you chopped any more brushes? All the time. Looky, because John, it's been a while since you've come in. Look, I've chopped that one. I've chopped. Oh my golly gosh, I have done all kinds. Heck, I've even chopped sponges. Just, So yes, I have done lots like that. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Rob says, yeah, I did the worst watercolor painting last night. I think I need to go back to soft pastels. Oh, look, don't be like that, Rob. Don't be like that. Just, you know what? I mean, take a look at my gouache. I'm not exactly proud of this one, but not exactly. Hang on, I'm not exactly proud of my shoe house, but better than a kick in the pants, I say. Don't do that. Well, having said that, now I'm going to pastel again. Yeah. Oh, what did I do there? Oh my gosh, look what I did. I picked up something. Actually, that's like a happy accident, actually. And these brushes are awesome, can I tell you? They're just awesome. They're the best. I just can't get a handle on it. I watch YouTube all the time. They make it look easy. Hang on, what are we doing? Watercolor. Okay, if it really was the worst, it can only get better from there. Yes, Nan. Yes, Nan. I agree too. Yeah, I'm still struggling with watercolor. Look, quite understand. So am I. So am I. But so am I, you know, hits and misses. Now, can I just tell you, the ones, when you say on YouTube they make it look so easy, I'll tell you one thing. They have been doing this for years. This is what they have been doing. They have been doing this work for years. Their techniques they've developed for years. Don't feel that, you know, don't feel like that. I'm jumping around here from leaf to leaf here. Doesn't make sense just yet, but it will when I do more of it. Okay, well, time to go to bed, says Nuria. Oh yeah, it's very late here. Have a nice weekend and a great week. Thank you so much for popping in. So late for you. Yes, always. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week. Okay, what all right. Abigail says, speaking of art, I've made this cake today, which is very dangerous. You can't stop tasting it. I don't think it will survive till Father's Day. Yes, that's right. What cake? What kind of cake? Okay, I think I need a pastel pencil for this because I need to know where this goes. It sort of goes, part of it goes there, and then the other part goes, and it meets up. And then this part is there, and that part goes there. Just needed a guide. Biscuits and cream. Oh my gosh. Biscuits as in cookies. Okay, what we could call cookies and cream. Right. Magic word. Practice, practice, practice. Yes. That is it with watercolor. Practice, practice, practice. So that's why I'm practicing in that little book, because I've seen like gouache and watercolor. These are the ones. Artie, no, on your mat. Artie, on your mat. On your mat. On your mat. Come on, on your mat. Artie, on your mat. I wish I could show you her. Okay, I bought a sweet pochade box made in Australia, Chrissy. I'll post a picture later. Yes. I get excited. I get excited. I get excited. What can I say? Okay, this bit here is light. There we go. And this bit here is dark. Practice. Yes, Lynn. Very, yeah, practice. Practice. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to practice my gouache. See, sometimes yeah, oh my gosh, how many hits and misses have I had? And how many, when you say practice, here we go. Practicing, you know, the one thing that I was never, oh, excuse me, itchy. The one thing that I had trouble with was hands, remember? Oh my gosh, and I've talked about it like 50 million times. And the one thing that I needed to get right, because you do portraits, you see, and you might have a hand that goes up like that, or God knows where else, holding hand, whatever. And I go, oh, my hands weren't all that good. But then you could see the slow progression with my projects, where I improved with my hands. And still, you know, I still struggle a little bit sometimes if I'm not concentrating. It's something that I've got to concentrate on. Yeah. So yes, practice is a very big thing. Okay, I'm not a plein air painter, says Nan, but I want a pochade box. I have to have all the gadgets. Yeah, so do I. You know what? I haven't gone out plein air painting, but it's something that I want to do. But I've got to be organised, you see. So you can just pick up your bag, your pochade box, and just go. And of course, you know, like it's raining cats here, so, and dogs, by the way, and as if I'm going to go out in this weather. You know, you don't want it to be windy, you want to have a bit of shelter. Chrissy, remember the monkey hand? Yes, I remember the monkey hand. That was when we met. Yes, I know. That's why I referred to that as summer. But isn't that, you know, I have improved though, haven't I, a little bit? Monkey hand? Yeah, because there was this, there was this project that I was doing, and I've still got it, and she was holding a vase. She was holding a vase, and the water was coming out. And of course, and I didn't hide it. You saw the monkey hand. You saw me painting it. But then you saw me improving on it. You saw me working it until I got it. She wasn't 100%, but, the optimum word is but, you know, I got there in the end. It wasn't as 100%, but it was bloody better than it was, you know, so, yes. Yes, oh yeah. Now I'm going to, you could say, Chrissy, why are you using that small brush? Why don't you, yeah, I know, it's a very good question. Why are you using that small brush? Because I want to protect my surface before I go in with pastel pencil, because sometimes if I start with pastel pencil right now, okay, I'm risking the tooth of the paper, and I don't want to do that because a chunk of layers is going to go down on this, and I don't want to, you know, I want to give myself time, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Now my daughter and granddaughter have come back to New Zealand. I can get back to the shed and continue with the pochade box I've been making for Sofft Pastels. Oh. And you're very good at doing that, aren't you? I'm not very good at that. At, you know, woodwork and stuff like that. I suppose because I haven't tried it. It's another thing I've got to do. I'm obsessed with cute palettes and pochade boxes. Robert. Hi Vivian. Hi. Hello. Hello. Nice to see you. That's dark there. Then there's more leaves here. And more leaves here. There's some which are all a bit blurry, some of the leaves, and I'm going to leave that blurry. Some are not. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth one. It goes like this. And the good thing with putting all my base layers down is now I'm able to work it. And I'll jump around because I get because this is a very detailed project. Indeed. So it's one where I'm going to need maybe a podcast or some, you know, new age music in the background. Maybe a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, maybe other beverages, whatever beverage I feel like. Yep. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's fun to change the place where you draw. I was thinking of just going to the library, so much reference pictures to choose from there. It helps me when I have a block. Isn't that a good way? You know, like when you've got artist block. Oh, I like that. Yeah, change the venue. That is so good. Go to the library. Oh, wow. Oh. Well, you know what? Maybe even a shopping centre. Set up there. I suppose you'll need a permission from the centre management, maybe. I wonder. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. Maybe a shopping centre. Library. Getting inspiration. Okay, this is one leaf here that sort of doesn't really look like a leaf, but can you hear birds? It's raining, you know that? It's raining. How can I ever dry clothes? It rains more than it shines now at the moment. Some of these leaves won't make any sense, but that's all right. Okay. She's got, this looks like a bit like, you know, baby's breath, just on the side of her ear, but it's green. Remember baby's breath? Well, that's what we call it in Australia. It's like these really tiny, delicate little white flowers on this very spindly little stem. So I don't know if that's what you call it in your country, but that's what we call it in our baby's breath. And where, you know, people put, where girls put flowers in their hair. Robin says, Chrissy, don't know about good at it. I just give it a go. I need to be a bit neater in my box construction. I think the first one I made out of art panels has been the best. Okay, just trying to figure out how to place the supplies inside so they aren't rattling around inside. Yeah, well, yes, I get it. Glue long corner box on sides. Yeah, okay, Abigail says, yeah, I have done it before. Just grab a sketchbook and make it quick sketches of things you find in books. No rain, no wind. No one will bother you unless you meet someone you know. I've got to get back to the panel. I have new brushes to try. Wow. Okay, part of plein air, people amazed. Yeah, by artists. Yeah, well that's right. I have done it once. And I always talk about that I'm going to do it, but the weather is not all that crash hot for me sometimes. So, but yes, I don't, well, you know, I'm used to people looking over my shoulder. Hello, Livestream. I'm used to people looking over my shoulder arting, so I wouldn't have a problem with that. Now this baby's breath, okay. Is that what is? I'm just trying to. Here we go. Okay, what would you plain air with? It's either watercolor or pastel, because there's oils too. Probably pastel. I would say pastel. Yeah. You know what I should have? You know what I should have? I should have a watercolor bag, a pastel bag, maybe a gouache bag, and just go, ooh, I feel like, and put all of those in the car. That's a good idea. Put all of those bags in the car and pull out whichever one I'm feeling. That's something. Yeah, I would be tempted to blow the loose stuff away. Okay, it's too hot to plane outside here. 98 degrees. So jealous. I'm so jealous. It's winter time here. I'm so jealous. I don't like the cold. When I say cold, okay, it's 12 degrees. This is in the middle of winter where I live, okay, because in different parts of Australia it's different. The northern part of Australia, it'd be like summer. But I'm sort of like in the middle. And of course, when you go further down, like Tasmania, it's cold all the time. 36 degrees. The paint would dry before it hit the paper. Yeah, I would be tempted. Yeah. It's been cold here, about 13. 13? It's 12. It's summertime there in the UK. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, you get to meet a lot of interesting people. Too bad we are still waiting for some nice weather in Europe. It's been raining so much and it's cold. They could call this global warming maybe. Paula, hello. I'm doing urban sketching tomorrow with my art class. Yes. I fell out of my chair last I did it and gave the class a good laugh. They took photos before they helped me up. Oh, just lovely. But isn't that good? You're going, oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm doing that grab and go bags. Yes. Grab and go bags. Yeah, this is what I think. Well, I have enough art supplies to do it, so yep. Yep. You love the cold weather except at the Art Society. The other day it was so cold. I was cold all day. Oh, you know, wear some t-shirts underneath. Celsius, of course, yeah. 12 degrees is our spring temperature. Well, yeah, we're Celsius here in Australia. But I'm glad, after getting to know you all over the world, I know it in the US or America, it's Fahrenheit, so I know that 98 is hot. Yeah, but I don't know the exact temperature. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm going to see what this looks like from a distance. I know I've been chatting a lot and not much arting, but you know, that's the art chat. But I have to say, if you go onto Patreon, you will get to see less chat, more art. Let me just zoom this out so you can see what it looks like out. And of course, it's all very soft. No, the other way. Of course, it needs so much more refinement, and it's all the ugly stage. Remember the ugly stage. Okay, have you tried the Viviva sheets, Chrissy? That is very easy to take since it's flat. That's the paper towels, isn't it? Yeah. Don't get Chrissy to do the conversation. Don't get Chrissy to do... You can come and visit me, Chris. It's very nice. Twissy in Queensland. That's what I mean. Vivian's in Queensland. I'm so jealous. Okay. All right. Cherry, you can get a direct flight to Atlanta where I will introduce you to some summer heat. Yes. Yes. Well, that's all for today. John. Yeah, we've just had 2 days of summer last week. I'm closer to the snow here, says... Yeah, I know. Paper towels. Yes, I thought so. Paper towels. Yes. All right. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. I always have a fantastic time with you guys here. And guys and girls. Yes. Okay. No, the Viviva Sheets is watercolor. Oh, the Viva is the paper towel, not the Viviva. Chrissy, conversation from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, I meant. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I need another cup of coffee, I think. Well, thank you so much for joining me this session. I am going to be doing some more arting this weekend, but behind the scenes, hopefully get more of this done if I can. It was lovely for you to join in the chat. Always a pleasure. I always feel blessed and very honoured that you're here. Well, I'll see you all next week, hopefully, God willing. Happy arting and be creative, everyone. And take care of yourselves. Bye for now.